Hemingway's weathered gaze pierces the quiet room. A lifetime of adventure, war, and stories etched into his face. He was born in the spring of 1898 and passed away in the summer of 1961. The father of modern American prose clings to routine and craft, a restless spirit frozen in a moment that hints at the man behind the legend. Jung's thoughtful eyes meet the camera, revealing a mind that mapped the hidden landscapes of the human psyche. He was born in 1875 and passed away in 1961. The Swiss psychiatrist who defined introversion, extroversion, and the collective unconscious leaves a legacy that echoes through psychology, philosophy, and art. Monroe's delicate smile hides a fragile soul, a fleeting glamour that captivated the world. She was born in 1926 and passed away in 1962. Hollywood's brightest star, she leaves behind timeless films and an enduring aura of beauty and vulnerability, frozen in a moment that whispers both fame and sorrow. Lincoln's solemn eyes meet the camera, a face carved by leadership and the weight of a nation divided. He was born in 1809 and passed away in 1865. The 16th president, who ended slavery and preserved the Union, is captured in a fleeting moment that echoes the gravity of history itself. Archduke Ferdinand and his wife Sophie sit in the carriage, unaware that history's arrow is about to strike. He was born in 1863 and passed away in 1914. She was born in 1868 and passed away the same day. 1 hour from assassination, the couple's calm composure masks the tragedy about to unfold. Twain's keen eyes glimmer with wit and quiet reflection, a lifetime of stories etched into his face. He was born in 1835 and passed away in 1910. The American author who immortalized humor and humanity in works like Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer lingers here in a moment of gentle legacy. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and Countess Cholek sit together, unaware that their lives are about to be cut short. He was born in 1863 and she in 1868. Both passed away in August 1914. Their composed faces hide the looming tragedy that would ignite a world on the brink of war. Shackleton's determined gaze reflects the icy frontiers he dared to conquer, a life spent chasing the edges of the unknown. He was born in 1874 and passed away in 1922. The British Antarctic explorer, who braved unimaginable hardship, is captured in a moment that echoes courage, endurance, and relentless adventure. Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker stare into the camera, youthful defiance etched on their faces, unaware of their imminent fate. He was born in 1909 and she in 1911. Both passed away in 1934. The infamous outlaw couple, legends of crime and daring, are frozen in a moment before history would catch up to them. Edison's focused eyes scan the flickering light of his latest invention, a mind that electrified the modern world at work. He was born in 1847 and passed away in 1931. The American inventor, whose creations illuminated homes and transformed industry, is captured in a fleeting moment of relentless curiosity and genius. Ambition and menace barely concealed in his expression. He was born in 1889 and passed away in 1945. The future dictator of Nazi Germany, whose ideology would plunge the world into devastation, is frozen here in a moment before infamy would consume history. Stalin's steely eyes stare into the camera, a face hardened by power and ruthless ambition. He was born in 1879 and passed away in 1953. The General Secretary and later Premier of the USSR, whose iron grip shaped a nation and scarred millions, is captured in a moment that hints at both authority and menace. Einstein's thoughtful eyes peer past the camera, a mind that unraveled the mysteries of the universe quietly at work. He was born in 1879 and passed away in 1955. The German-born American physicist, father of relativity, is captured in a moment that reflects both brilliance and the gentle weight of time. Dean's smoldering gaze meets the camera, a restless energy radiating from his youthful face. He was born in 1931 and passed away in 1955. The American actor, icon of rebellion and raw emotion, is frozen in a moment that captures the intensity and fleeting brilliance of a life gone too soon. Buddy Holly's playful eyes sparkle as he snaps his fingers, radiating the youthful energy that defined a generation. He was born in 1936 and passed away in 1959. The pioneering rock and roll star, whose music forever changed popular culture, is captured in a fleeting moment of rhythm, charm, and promise. Buddy Holly's bright eyes shine behind his signature horn-rimmed glasses, a hint of mischief in his expression. He was born in 1936 and passed away in 1959. The American rock and roll musician, whose songs shaped a generation, is frozen in a moment that captures both talent and youthful promise. Sam Cooke's smooth gaze meets the camera, a voice that would stir hearts echoing in his expression. He was born in 1931 and passed away in 1964. The legendary soul singer, whose music bridged barriers and inspired generations, is captured in a moment that radiates charm, talent, and quiet intensity. Churchill's piercing eyes fix the camera, a face forged by years of leadership and wartime resolve. He was born in 1874 and passed away in 1965. The British conservative politician and wartime prime minister, whose courage and wit guided a nation, is frozen in a moment heavy with determination and history. Martin Luther King Jr.'s resolute eyes meet the camera, a vision of justice and courage etched into his face. He was born in 1929 and passed away in 1968. The civil rights leader, whose words and actions reshaped America, is captured alone in a moment that radiates determination, hope, and the weight of history. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s attentive gaze follows the crowd, a moment of political transition captured in real time. Born in 1954, he continues shaping the American political landscape. The former presidential candidate, pausing his own campaign to support Donald Trump, is frozen here in a moment of decision, strategy, and public attention. Hendrix's fiery focus ignites the stage as his fingers dance across the Fender Stratocaster. He was born in 1942 and passed away in 1970. The revolutionary American guitarist and singer-songwriter, whose music redefined rock, is captured in a fleeting moment of raw energy, genius, and electrifying performance. Morrison's intense eyes burn with rebellious energy as he commands the stage. He was born in 1943 and passed away in 1971. The American rock singer of The Doors, whose voice and presence defined a generation, is frozen in a moment of raw charisma, defiance, and musical genius. Bruce Lee's focused gaze and poised stance radiate power and precision. He was born in 1940 and passed away in 1973. The Chinese-American martial arts legend, actor, and philosopher, whose skill and philosophy transformed global cinema and martial arts, is captured in a moment of discipline, intensity, and unstoppable energy. Elvis Presley's magnetic eyes and confident smile command the frame, a star larger than life. He was born in 1935 and passed away in 1977. The American rock and roll legend, whose voice and charisma reshaped music and culture, is frozen in a moment that radiates charm, energy, and enduring fame. Joan Crawford's poised gaze and elegant expression capture Hollywood's golden era. She was born in 1908 and passed away in 1973. The American actress, whose powerful performances and star power defined a generation of cinema, is frozen in a moment of grace, intensity, and timeless glamour. John Lennon's calm gaze meets the camera as he stands with Yoko Ono and their son Sean, a family united yet aware of life's fragility. He was born in 1940 and passed away in 1980. The former Beatle, whose music reshaped a generation, is captured in a fleeting moment of intimacy, love, and quiet reflection. Bob Marley's eyes burn with passion as he extends his fist, voice soaring through the stage lights. He was born in 1945 and passed away in 1981. The Jamaican reggae legend, whose music spread messages of unity and resistance, is captured in a moment of electrifying performance, spirit, and enduring influence. Indira Gandhi's composed gaze meets the camera, a future leader's determination shining through. She was born in 1917 and passed away in 1984. The Prime Minister of India, whose leadership shaped a nation through turbulent times, is captured in a moment that hints at ambition, resolve, and the weight of destiny. Anwar Sadat's steady eyes scan the room, projecting authority and measured resolve. He was born in 1918 and passed away in 1981. The Egyptian president, whose bold policies and peace initiatives reshaped the Middle East, is captured in a moment of focus, diplomacy, and the weight of history upon his shoulders. Andy Warhol's contemplative eyes peer past his hand, a mind that turned everyday objects into iconic art at work. He was born in 1928 and passed away in 1987. The American artist, pioneer of pop art, is captured in a moment of introspection, style, and creative genius against a stark backdrop. Freddie Mercury's electrifying presence commands the stage, energy and charisma radiating from every gesture. He was born in 1946 and passed away in 1991. The British singer of Queen, whose voice and performance redefined rock, is frozen in a moment of raw power, showmanship, and unforgettable brilliance. Isaac Asimov's keen eyes scan the crowd, curiosity and intellect evident in every line of his face. He was born in 1920 and passed away in 1992. The American science fiction and mystery writer, whose imagination shaped countless worlds and ideas, is captured in a moment of engagement, thought, and enduring brilliance. River Phoenix's playful eyes and mischievous smile light up the frame, youthful energy radiating from every gesture. He was born in 1970 and passed away in 1993. The American actor, rising star of Stand By Me, is frozen in a moment of charm, promise, and the fleeting brilliance of a life cut tragically short. Kurt Cobain's intense gaze and quiet vulnerability fill the frame as he strums his guitar. He was born in 1967 and passed away in 1994. The American musician and frontman of Nirvana, whose voice defined a generation, is captured in a haunting moment of raw emotion, creativity, and fragility on stage. Selena's radiant smile and sparkling eyes shine even backstage, energy and warmth emanating effortlessly. She was born in 1971 and passed away in 1995. The American singer, queen of Tejano music, is captured in a fleeting moment of charm, talent, and the vibrant spirit that endeared her to millions. Tupac's intense eyes meet the camera, a mix of defiance and introspection etched on his face. He was born in 1971 and passed away in 1996. The American rapper, songwriter, and actor, whose words and vision gave voice to a generation, is frozen in a moment charged with passion, talent, and fleeting life. Princess Diana's gentle smile and graceful poise light the room, elegance and warmth radiating from every gesture. She was born in 1961 and passed away in 1997. The Princess of Wales, beloved worldwide for her compassion and charm, is captured in a moment that reflects both dignity and the enduring humanity behind her public image. Mother Teresa's serene eyes and humble posture radiate compassion as she kneels before the Pope. She was born in 1910 and passed away in 1997. The Albanian-born missionary from India, whose lifelong devotion to the poor inspired the world, is captured in a moment of grace, humility, and quiet, enduring impact. Yitzhak Rabin's focused gaze and measured expression reflect the weight of leadership and diplomacy. He was born in 1922 and passed away in 1995. The Israeli premier, whose career shaped his nation's history, is captured in a moment of political gravitas, negotiation, and the quiet intensity of statecraft. Edmund O'Brien and Jan Sterling stand before a Big Brother poster, tension and intrigue etched into their expressions. O'Brien was born in 1915 and passed away in 1985. Sterling was born in 1921 and passed away in 2004. The actors, starring in the first film adaptation of Orwell's 1984, are captured in a moment charged with suspense, ideology, and cinematic history. Gandhi's calm, contemplative eyes meet the camera, a lifetime of struggle and conviction reflected in his expression. He was born in 1869 and passed away in 1948. The Indian statesman and activist, father of the nation, is captured in a moment of quiet resolve, humility, and enduring moral courage. Robin Williams's infectious smile and sparkling eyes light up the frame, boundless energy radiating from every gesture. He was born in 1951 and passed away in 2014. The American actor and comedian, whose humor and heart captivated generations, is captured in a moment of joy, charisma, and the promise of a legendary career. Heath Ledger's calm, poised expression masks the intensity that defined his craft. He was born in 1979 and passed away in 2008. The American actor, whose fearless performances, including his Oscar-winning Joker, left an indelible mark on cinema, is frozen in a moment of promise, talent, and fleeting brilliance. Amy Winehouse's soulful eyes and expressive posture captivate the stage, every note dripping with emotion. She was born in 1983 and passed away in 2011. The English singer, whose voice and artistry redefined modern jazz and soul, is captured in a fleeting moment of raw talent, intensity, and unforgettable presence. Paul Walker's confident smile and relaxed demeanor shine as he poses for the cameras. He was born in 1973 and passed away in 2013. The American actor, beloved for his role in the Fast and Furious franchise, is captured in a moment of charm, charisma, and the vibrant energy that made him a star. Chester Bennington's intense gaze and thoughtful expression reveal the depth behind his voice. He was born in 1976 and passed away in 2017. The American musician and lead singer of Linkin Park, whose songs gave voice to a generation, is captured in a moment of reflection, creativity, and emotional intensity. Whitney Houston's radiant eyes and serene expression reflect quiet focus and presence. She was born in 1963 and passed away in 2012. The American singer, whose voice captivated the world and defined an era, is captured in a fleeting moment of personal enjoyment, charm, and the enduring brilliance behind her legend. Michael Jackson's piercing eyes and poised expression command the frame, a star at the height of his artistry. He was born in 1958 and passed away in 2009. The American pop and R&B icon, whose music and dance transformed global culture, is captured in a moment of charisma, talent, and enduring influence. Steve Jobs' focused gaze and confident posture reflect the vision that reshaped technology. He was born in 1955 and passed away in 2011. The American innovator and Apple CEO, whose inventions transformed how the world communicates and creates, is captured in a moment of innovation, charisma, and revolutionary impact. Stephen Hawking's thoughtful eyes peer from behind his wheelchair, a mind racing through the cosmos despite physical limits. He was born in 1942 and passed away in 2018. The English theoretical physicist, whose work on black holes and relativity transformed our understanding of the universe, is captured in a moment of intellect, determination, and quiet brilliance. Tim Bergling, known as Avicii, gazes from the portrait with a serene, creative energy that defined his music. He was born in 1989 and passed away in 2018. The Swedish DJ, musician, and producer, whose beats and melodies captivated the world, is immortalized here in a moment of tribute, inspiration, and enduring legacy. George Michael's confident gaze and relaxed posture fill the frame, charisma radiating effortlessly. He was born in 1963 and passed away in 2016. The English singer-songwriter of Wham, whose music and stage presence defined 1980s pop, is captured in a fleeting moment of charm, talent, and global stardom. Fidel Castro's intense eyes and commanding presence dominate the frame as he addresses the crowd. He was born in 1926 and passed away in 2016. The Cuban military and political leader, whose revolution reshaped a nation and challenged the world, is captured in a moment of authority, conviction, and historical significance. Muhammad Ali's confident gaze and poised stance radiate strength and charisma as he addresses the press. He was born in 1942 and passed away in 2016. The American boxing legend, whose skill, courage, and voice transcended sport, is captured in a moment of presence, determination, and enduring greatness. Margaret Thatcher's determined eyes and composed posture reflect the resolve of a rising leader. She was born in 1925 and passed away in 2013. The British politician and future Prime Minister, whose leadership would transform her nation, is captured in a moment of ambition, authority, and the quiet weight of history. Osama bin Laden's guarded eyes and stern expression mark the frame, a figure cloaked in infamy and secrecy. He was born in 1957 and passed away in 2011. The suspected terrorist and mastermind of global attacks is captured in a moment that embodies threat, notoriety, and the shadow of modern history. Saddam Hussein's steely gaze and rigid posture fill the courtroom, a figure confronting the weight of judgment. He was born in 1937 and passed away in 2006. The ousted Iraqi president, on trial for genocide and crimes against humanity, is captured in a moment heavy with power, accountability, and the gravity of history.